Many employees believe loyalty creates security, but modern companies often operate very differently. Welcome to the Higher Arabia podcast. Today we're talking about one of the biggest career illusions in modern business. This is the loyalty illusion. Welcome to the Higher Arabia podcast. Let me start with a statement that may feel uncomfortable. Companies do not reward loyalty the way employees expect them to. Now, before anyone misunderstands this, I'm not saying loyalty has no value. It does. Trust matters, commitment matters, long-term relationships matter. But many professionals confuse loyalty with protection. And that's where the illusion begins, because companies do not primarily optimize for loyalty. They optimize for business survival, and those are very different things. Now think about how many employees spend years inside an organization. They work overtime, they sacrifice personal time, they stay during difficult periods, they support management decisions. They remain committed through uncertainty, and over time, they start believing something very human. If I stay loyal, the company will stay loyal to me. But business environments rarely operate emotionally. They operate strategically, financially, operationally, sometimes politically. And when pressure increases, companies make decisions based on relevance, not emotional history. That's the hard reality many professionals discover too late. Now let's go deeper. Why do employees believe loyalty creates security? Because for decades, many organizations promoted exactly that idea. Stay committed, stay reliable, stay loyal, and the company will take care of you. And in older corporate structures, that was often more true than today. But modern business environments changed. Markets move faster. Technology changes faster. Leadership changes faster. Priorities shift constantly. And in highly competitive markets, companies optimize for adaptability, not emotional attachment. Now, this creates a difficult emotional conflict for many professionals because people naturally build identity around their work. Especially high performers, they invest emotionally, not just professionally. They associate loyalty with meaning. And when organizations suddenly restructure, replace, or remove them, it feels personal, even when the decision was purely strategic. Now let's talk about another uncomfortable truth. Many employees overestimate how visible their loyalty actually is. They assume they know how much I've done. They assume they know how committed I've been. They will remember. But organizations have short memories under pressure, and leadership changes create even shorter memories. A new executive team often evaluates based on current relevance, not historical loyalty. And this is where many professionals feel blindsided, because they are emotionally operating in a long-term relationship, while the organization is operating in a performance system. Now let's be clear. This is not about becoming cynical. It is not about distrusting every company. It is about understanding the difference between commitment and dependency. Because healthy loyalty is powerful, blind loyalty is dangerous. And many professionals become strategically vulnerable because they stop positioning themselves externally. They stop networking, they stop building visibility, they stop understanding their market value because psychologically they believe I'm safe here. And sometimes that safety disappears overnight. Now let's talk about something very important. Companies do not usually replace loyalty, they replace perceived relevance. And relevance changes continuously. Industries change, strategies change, technology changes, leadership expectations change, which means the professional who was extremely valuable 5 years ago may not automatically be perceived as equally valuable today. Again, not because they failed, but because the business environment evolved and organizations respond to current priorities. Now, some people hear this and immediately think, so loyalty means nothing? No, that's not the point. Loyalty absolutely matters in strong organizations, but loyalty should never replace strategic career management. That's the difference. Because the strongest professionals understand something critical. You can be committed to a company without making your entire identity dependent on it. And that creates healthier positioning. Now let's discuss another important issue. Many professionals stay too long in environments where they are no longer growing. Why? Because loyalty creates emotional attachment, and emotional attachment creates fear of change. People tell themselves, I've already invested so many years. I know the company. I know the people. And slowly, comfort replaces growth, until suddenly, Restructuring happens, leadership changes, priorities shift, budgets tighten, and the employee realizes the relationship was never as permanent as they believed. Now this becomes even more relevant at senior levels because executives are often highly valued until strategy changes, and then suddenly new leadership direction, new priorities, new structures, and years of loyalty no longer protect the position. Again, not always personal, often strategic. And this is why senior professionals must continuously maintain relevance, visibility, adaptability, and market positioning. Not from paranoia, but from realism. Now let's end with the most important lesson. The goal is not to stop being loyal. The goal is to stop confusing loyalty with security, because true career security rarely comes from one organization. It comes from skills, relevance, positioning, relationships, adaptability, and reputation. And professionals who understand this usually navigate uncertainty far more successfully. So yes, be committed, be reliable, be trustworthy, but never stop building your own relevance. Because companies don't protect loyalty forever, they protect business priorities. And understanding that distinction changes how you build your career. Stay strategic. If you're navigating leadership, career growth, or organizational change, make sure to subscribe for more insights on how business and careers really work. And let me know in the comments, do companies still reward loyalty the way they used to?